Hello. So we are in our second to last week here, and it has been a very sad experience. We spent an entire class period just crying and talking about how we've all grown and how close we've gotten and how much we are going to miss each other. But what saddens me the most of the entire experience almost being over is that we won't be volunteering at the refugee center here anymore. Um, I feel like I have gotten super close to so many people, Rakim, Han, and so many of the other refugees, Ramin, that we've had just conversations and we've spent time together and we've really bonded. And I really feel like us being there and even like us meeting them has impacted their lives and ours. And it's sad because every time we talk to Rakim in these last few weeks, he's been seeming very down and he wants to enjoy all the time he has with us, but he also knows that it's coming to an end very soon. And it breaks my heart every time we talk to him and he almost starts to cry because he knows that we have to leave. That to me just shows how passionate he is about people. And it also shows that we're not the only ones who've experienced the growth and an attachment because he feels just as attached to us as we do to him and to each other. It's like he's a part of the student group and even the other refugees at the center. I feel like I've personally changed through this experience so much. And I think what it has taught me is to open my eyes to what's happening in the rest of the world. I feel like as Americans, we can get so caught up in what's happening in our daily lives and the stuff that we see, the issues in America. Me specifically, I deal a lot with the race issues in America. And not to say that those things are not important or anything, but this experience has truly just taught me that the world is so much bigger than that and that there are so many other things that we need to focus on. And like the root of the problem isn't just what's happening in America. The problem is so much bigger. So it's teaching me to work on the problem from a far broader scale and really just look deeper than what we've always tended to look at. um, I have become more open, honestly. I'm a very closed off person, as many of my friends would describe me, because I just don't like to talk and share my experiences. And hearing the experiences of Joaquin and the people at the center, and just listening to them talk about these things that are so hard to talk about, and then thinking about me and like how selfish I am with my story, it's just because it hurts to tell. I really feel like when I hear their stories, it inspires me. It makes me understand. It gives me a deeper understanding of the world. And if my story can do that for people, then I feel like I need to stop being as selfish. I need to share that experience, and I would have never felt that way had I not talked to them and been in this experience for these few weeks. I I like completely agree with the statement that in these few weeks here and taking these courses specifically and being with these refugees, I've learned more than I have learned in some entire school years. And it's because I'm experiencing it. Most school years, most classes, are all about telling you what's in the world, but you don't get to see it and you don't understand it. But I have to look it in the eyes every time I go to the center. So it's not just about reading a book on it or all those things, which we've read books, we've done that. But being here and just actually being a part of it, living in it, talking to them, seeing it every day on the streets, and then going to the center and having those personal conversations, making those connections, those personal connections that we will never forget or let go, has just taught me so much about being grateful. Like, we use the word so much, like I am grateful, but I don't think sometimes we truly understand what it means to feel or to be grateful. It's more than just, oh, I have a lot, thank you. It's you're in your actions. Like, how are you grateful? What do you do to show that you're grateful? Well, I volunteer. I give back. I on week like it's just so much more. And we've even decided to take this a step further and start a student organization on the campus of Michigan State University. and an organization is going to be dedicated to helping refugees in our area and the refugees back here in Rome, hopefully to just to make an impact, to educate people, because we want our peers to understand what we now understand in this experience. I'm so I am so glad that I came here, and I'm so glad I had this experience, because it almost didn't happen for me. I was so close to never ever being here, and I don't think I could be the person I am, and I'm so proud of the person I'm becoming. I don't think I could have experienced that growth without this program and the people I'm around here. So I'm just so sad that we actually have to leave, and that we won't we won't be here together for much longer. So we're just trying to enjoy what time we have. So excited to go have dinner with everyone on Friday with Joaquin and the other refugees, and we're so excited for World Refugee Day and to do all those things. It's like happy, but at the same time it's just sad, because you also understand that it's the end. When I heard about volunteering with refugees, I honestly thought it would be like every other experience I've ever had. I wasn't really excited. I wasn't really negative about it, but I wasn't like ecstatic. And I think that's because like I volunteer a lot. I volunteer with kids. I volunteer with people and homeless people and all these things. And I'm thinking, this experience is going to be just like that. I'm just going to go there, give a little time, talk to people, make connections, maybe. But what we got from this and what we've done is so much bigger than what I thought I was getting myself into. Like, I honestly cannot believe I had no idea about the real refugee crisis. I never understood the issue. Like, I saw it, I saw some things about it, but to really really hear their, like, people do not get this experience. People don't get to hear their stories one-on-one, like actually talk to someone and understand what they've been through. And once you've done that, you can't not grow. You have to change, and you have to grow. And even looking at my friends and seeing like who they were when we first got here and how we just met, and like looking at them now and seeing that they are not totally different people, but they are people that have grown. They are people who are more grateful for everything that they have, and I'm so happy to be a part of that group of people right now. Like, so happy. I I when we leave here, we won't be stopping. We won't be giving up. We'll still be doing everything in our power to help these people, because it's important. It's important. We need to help them. It'll be so hard for me to leave them. It'll be the hardest thing, especially Raheem. We have just gotten so close, and I really just don't want to go. Like, I wish he could like come too, or we could show them America or something, because like like I just see how sad he gets, and like it just makes me so much more emotional about having to leave soon. Like, I miss my family, but I'm so torn between like here and there right now that I don't even know if I want to go home. And I just feel like this experience has just taught me way more than I could have imagined it would, like way more. And last year I almost didn't go, but my professor Jen was very, very adamant about making sure that I received this experience, and I now understand why. I completely, completely get why she thought it was so important for me to be here and to grow here. And I do feel like I've been pushed off the cliff. Like, I really feel like I've been pushed out of my comfort zone, so far out of my comfort zone, and that I've grown as a person, as a leader, as an activist of all sorts. Like I, like it's so hard to talk about this kind of stuff and not get emotional about it, but I know it's made me so much stronger. And I'm so excited to see what type of things that we can do for the refugees in the future through the student organization and the nonprofit organization and the book. I'm so excited to see how much we can actually give back, and how many people we can impact and educate about the refugee crisis, and what kind of movement we can start. I I just want to thank everybody for this entire experience. Like, everybody has made this program something special. Like, every single person, every student, every faculty member, every refugee has made this experience so special for me. And I'm so glad I was here. I'm so happy. But we do have a week left. So I won't just dwell, I won't just be sad about how we have to leave soon, but I want to enjoy this week and I want to do everything I can, and I want to like just spend as much time with the refugees and the other students as possible. Thank you. Bye.